Oh. So welcome back to the MakeShift Podcast.
Welcome back to the MakeShift Podcast.
Where everybody except for me is on their phone.
I'm sorry.
I got off.
You weren't included.
Yeah, you did.
I also stopped using my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still in my hand. I'm guilty as... I'm just guilty.
It's not.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here.
We are peaking like motherfucks today. Look at that.
Peak.
Well, we're just being loud and obnoxious as usual.
Why don't you turn the mic sensitivity
I
down?
just did.
Oh,
Yep.
good man.
Like live. This is some live mixing shit.
Oh man, we're a podcast now.
Anyway, did we introduce ourselves? I'm Sky.
I'm Alpha.
I'm Tech.
Yeah. So that's who we are. In case you're new,
In case you're lost
lost in space.
in the internet.
Yeah.
In the internet. Lost on the internet. That sounds like a great book, actually.
Lost on the internet.
Lost on the internet.
That sounds like a really bad book.
That sounds like my teenage life.
Yeah. Inappropriate, I mean.
That sounds like something you'd find on, like, the discount shelf in, your local bookstore that's, like, on for $2, and you're like, I don't know if I want to read that, but I do, but I'm really afraid.
I'm really afraid.
Very afraid.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it at all. I wouldn't read it.
But you'd have to learn how to read first.
Harsh. Alright, guys, so a lot of things have
tell
happened
me.
since the last time we filmed the podcast.
I don't like you.
What do you want to cover first, guys, that's new?
Let's cover... you want to do our text conversation first?
Yeah, you want to do our text conference? So, when me and Alpha are communicating... Alpha and I, who wants to correct me today, it's often about when we're filming, and somehow it just gets unrailed, and everything gets out of hand, and suddenly we talk dirty. And I mean extremely dirty. You want to narrate it? You want to narrate each other's voices?
Love to. Okay, you're first.
Sorry, I'm about to start work. No,
That's me.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's weird because I'm looking at your phone. Sup?
Sorry, I'm about to start work. I'll text you later.
Gay!
I know.
You better know.
Whoa, hostile. Fight me IRL.
Next podcast, bro.
LOL, biatch. I ain't scared.
Scared yet?
The only thing I'm scared of is your ugly face. Oh, shit.
That's too close to home, broski.
You right, bro. I'm sorry. I love your ass.
Which is apparently better than my face.
Damn straight. Winky
Thanks.
face. Hey, no worries, buddy. We should make the next podcast just a big threesome.
Perfect. No dialogue to worry about there.
You can just write butt stuff on the chalkboard.
Perfect.
I'll bring condoms. You bring the lube. Sky can bring the whips and chains.
Just promise me you're a moaner.
Loudest you've ever heard, buddy.
Good, my parents are pissed off if I'm fucking they don't hear moaning. And the odd scream.
Tell them not to worry. I know Sky is a moaner too, so we should be safe on that.
We need a safe word.
Do you have any suggestions?
Codcast.
You guys are dicks. Suck like
This is an actual conversation from like 2 weeks ago, man. Please, continue the story as it developed. No, I think you got...
Oh, and you said, oh yeah. And then I said, we gotta show Sky this conversation.
I'll make it part of the show.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that, full circle.
So meta.
So meta. There's the one we had just a couple days ago. We were getting out of hand again.
Oh, did we? I'm losing track.
Oh yeah, there's like 2 of them. Okay.
'Twas good.
It's like the scrolls I send you.
'Twas good.
The scrolls.
It was
I wish
pretty
I had
good.
those messages still.
Every now and then I'll send Alpha. If you've ever seen Jake and Amir, in certain episodes, Amir will have these scrolls, just lists of random things, like just random things. So I'll send Alex lists every now and then.
Just a list.
Yeah.
Here's
I think
a
last
list
one was
of things.
Top 10 things to do while taking a shit.
Yeah, that's like that was one of them, I think. Probably not.
You just send them a list like that. Just here's a couple things I want you to do while you're taking a dump.
Another one was like top 10 things to do while jerking it at work.
You ever jerked it at work?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Have you actually?
Yeah, like once or twice.
Once when I was in high school in my co-op.
In class?
No, in my co-op.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you
Right.
told me about this. This is
Yeah.
actually a pretty good story.
It was really awkward because I was like,
Yeah, it's probably because you were jerking off.
yeah, I was
Oh,
I just felt really disappointed and dirty. Like it wasn't a good
Disappointed in
thing.
yourself.
Yeah,
Wasn't even satisfying.
no,
No.
no,
Why
and I
were
felt
you
like
doing it?
as soon as I came out, because like my co-op was like the most relaxed thing ever. All I did was sort RAM. Really,
Okay.
for the majority of like the first month of me there, I just sorted RAM. So like, it didn't matter when I showed up. Some days I just didn't show up, and my co-op teacher would still mark me as there, so it didn't matter. So I was in the bathroom, and I came out, and I spent a good 20 minutes in there, and I just felt like everybody knew.
Everybody knows what I've just done. The sins I've committed.
So I just acted really suspicious.
You acted suspicious
So you were like
in
sketching out.
correlation with you like post orgasm.
Having just jerked off.
That's great.
That's not good.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh,
We're how long in, and we've already started talking about masturbating.
it's a recurring theme for us.
It is. That should be always on the chalkboard. Masturbation.
Masturbation.
Yeah, one day, that's all that's going to be on the chalkboard. You're going to leave it there, and your mom's going to see it.
That'll be great. They'll just come down here. They'll see masturbation.
What do you think she would say?
So, gonna have some jerky, boo?
Jerky.
Well, no, her mom always says we're gonna go have a smoky.
Yo, you boys gonna go for a smoky? Yes, Mom.
Just makes it awkward.
Smoky. Jesus.
That's my mom, right? She can call it a smoky all she wants.
Jerky poo.
I guess because she's a mom.
It was funny. She like one time I was like watching videos, and I just stopped watching that video, and she just swings open the door, and suddenly like there's no browser or anything opened. She's like, "What? Did I just stop you from masturbating or something?" I'm like, "No, coincidentally, I just finished whatever I was doing, and you walked in at that moment. You didn't interrupt
Did
anything."
I just stop you from masturbating?
She probably still thinks you did, though. I mean, like,
Probably.
would you have been like, "Yep, I was jerking it, and you caught
Yeah,
me.
yeah, Mom. I was
Caught me."
just making sure the family jewel is still
I was trying
operating,
to
fully
squeeze-
functional as
Still
usual.
operate.
I was trying to squeeze one more out before I went to bed, and you fucked it up.
You ruined
Done
it.
goofed.
Now I have to start all over again. It's gonna
Now
take
I'm not
me
in the mood.
No, I'm not in the mood.
Get out, mother.
Oh, it was good.
It was that doesn't sound good, but it sounds funny.
I was
All right.
playing Farmville, and I got all randy.
I want to get this out of the way, guys. We're gonna talk about Star Wars. There's gonna be spoilers.
Oh, buddy.
So there's gonna be Star Wars spoilers in 10, 9, 8,
Oh, no.
7.
Are you gonna
Han
do it?
Solo died. 4,
Wow,
3,
that was
2,
a dick
1.
move.
All right. So any of you who just heard that, I'm sorry. To those of you who heard that anyway and didn't click off right away, I'm not sorry.
You have to
No.
you have to annotate it before he starts counting down.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. They'll be thoroughly
Force
warned.
Awakens spoilers, by the way. Episode 7, the one directed by J.J. Abrams.
You mean episode 4 HD?
Shut up.
It,
Don't give me that shit.
I will give you that shit. Seriously, tell me how it wasn't based on the plot of episode 4.
It wasn't based. Oh my god. We're
The-
not gonna,
okay,
We're not
okay.
gonna. No.
Okay, you'll agree with me that there was large correlations. At
There
least.
were large correlations. Yes.
Okay.
The second Death Star thing.
Death Star Part 2,
Yeah.
where apparently the Third Reich was in charge. Oh man, they went like full Third Reich on that.
They went full Nazi.
On Death Star 3, there's like full Nazi over there.
Star Killer base, by the way.
I know, but
I've watched it 4 times already.
it's Death Star to me.
So, just so everybody in the audience knows, I actually haven't watched the new Star Wars.
We're sorry for
I've
your loss.
Watched like a scene-by-scene plot synopsis on YouTube, so I get the basic gist of what happened,
asshole.
but I haven't actually watched it. Like I said in the last podcast, I'm waiting till it comes out on the internet.
Good luck.
Which doesn't make sense, because why would you just watch the plot synopsis if you're actually going to watch it later?
Because I don't care enough. I mean, I'm not really into Star Wars.
Alright.
That's just who he is.
Feel free to rip them apart in the comments.
I saw like
Feel
all
free,
of the
rip
Star
'em
Wars.
apart.
What?
I saw all of the Star Wars movies in the middle of last year. You were there. You were there when I saw all the Star Wars.
I was there.
My girlfriend made me marathon them. And they're all right.
Made you.
Made you.
They're alright.
Twisted your wrist.
Yeah.
Promise
I-
no sex for a week unless you watched all the Star Wars movies.
She promised to never bring it up again if I just watched them. So I'm like, okay. good
Sweet.
thing.
That sounds like a done deal to me.
Anyways,
I'll promise I'll never bring it up in conversation again. Oh, man. I wish every woman had that agreement. Alright. As long as I never have to hear this again.
How did you not enjoy it?
it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just
I understand not enjoying the prequels.
It was all of them. The only one I really got hyped for was episode 3. And everybody's going to flame me for that. I don't care. Episode 3 looked cool. And I was like, that's
dude,
awesome.
Honestly, I don't really have a massive problem with the prequels, except for episode 1. Episode 1's pretty boring.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is a little bland.
And
it's good. It's not like any of them are bad. It's just that compared to each other, you can see where some of them just lacked.
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks makes me want to castrate myself.
Wow.
And that's why I don't want to have children.
Because of Jar Jar Binks?
Because of Jar Jar Binks.
God damn it, Jar Jar. Anyways, we should talk about The Force Awakens, because we gave the spoiler warning. And
okay.
People are like, yo,
so Chewie's in it. Spoiler. Chewie's there.
Just chilling.
As usual, Han Solo is the world's worst smuggler.
He's the world's best smuggler.
I don't know, how does he always find himself in so much debt? I feel like that's because he's a bad smuggler.
Yeah, I think it's just because he rips everybody off who he smuggles for.
Oh, that's true. He's just an asshole.
Like
He's a really good smuggler who's a massive asshole.
Yeah.
And that's maybe it.
He's a massive asshole to everybody except for the other characters.
I'm the nicest guy, except to everyone else. I'm really nice once you get to know me. If I don't kill you first, or steal from you, or lie to you. Okay, so I'm a nice guy to like some people.
Not even to Princess Leia, apparently, because
apparently they had some sort of pseudo divorce go on after their kid went AWOL and became the new Darth Vader, and off he went.
Do you have any theories about Kylo Ren?
No, I don't have a lot of theories about that, to be honest.
Okay, but I do.
Okay, let it out.
Well, it's not really a theory about like anything like his heritage or whatever, but like some of the things that he did were like strange. So like, do you remember after the world's greatest smuggler Han Solo died, rest in peace?
Yeah.
Chewbacca shot him with the bowcaster.
Yeah.
He shot Kylo Ren. And then after Rey and Finn were running away, back to the Falcon, and he came back and he was like, "Traitor!" And like he started to fight them or whatever, and he was like punching where he had got shot.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I thought it was weird too, but then I went back and thought there was that scene where he was talking to Darth Vader's helmet, and he was like, "Grandfather, the flicks of light are still coming" or whatever, and like he was having trouble because like he was like still feeling the light side a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that he was doing that so that he would feel like more pain and more anger. So that he would, it's like...
Well, so he could draw from that side of the Force more?
Yeah, and so that he would go further to the dark side than he is to the light. That's also why he's killed his dad.
Yeah.
So, like, he was doing that, and also, they when he was, like, doing the Force, mind trick thing on Rey, remember? They emphasized how heavy his helmet was.
Mm.
And I think he was wearing that to like irritate himself as well for the same reason, so that he would like stay on the dark side, so that he would always feel angry, and so he would always use his anger and shit. So I thought that was cool. If that was the case, I thought that was cool that they put that in.
Now, what did you think of the humor in the movie? I thought it was pretty good for the most part.
I thought it was really good. There were like maybe one or two jokes that I thought were lame, like when the Raftars got out. Rey was like, "What do they look like?" And then one comes up like through the hallway, and Finn was like, "They look like that."
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that one was kind of lame. But, like, all of the other ones were, like, actually pretty funny.
Most of them were pretty good throwback jokes.
Yeah.
Very aware
14
jokes.
14 parsecs. 12. 14. I love that one.
That was great.
Yeah, I liked most of the jokes.
To me, you know the one where he's going, he's just going absolutely batshit like Kylo Ren there. He's just going batshit and, like, wrecking the room. Yeah. And then you see the two stormtroopers walking up, and like they just straight up noped, turned around, and walked away. That reminded me a little of like awesome. Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like
Spaceballs. I saw Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is so good.
It's so good.
It was funny the first time I watched it. Yeah.
It makes me want to go and rewatch Space.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, the new Star Wars movie made me want to watch Spaceballs more than the rest of the Star Wars movies.
That's weird.
I thought it was funny.
It made me want to fucking get into the expanded universe.
You know, it makes me want to get into the expanded universe as well, because I really enjoyed like the whole Clone Wars stuff with Anakin.
Like the TV show?
Yeah, that animated TV show.
Yeah, I started watching that a little bit. I think after the first season.
Yeah, it was really good, and it's like, wow, I should really rewatch that because I remember loving it so much.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to crawl back into Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think
Star Wars is fucking amazing.
I think the reason why they made the movie feel so familiar is they wanted to make audience members who hadn't seen Star Wars in a long time feel reacquainted with Star Wars, and they wanted to make it feel friendly enough that people who hadn't seen Star Wars could get into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
Do you also remember the same scene? The same scene that Rey was captured or whatever by Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Takes off his mask, fucking throws his mask or whatever.
Dents the floor worse than a Nokia phone.
That was actually Darth Vader's ashes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he keeps a Nokia phone inside his helmet to make it so happy.
It would be, yeah. I mean, it would work. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Never get service though.
No.
No, never gets there.
Of course not. Are you fucking kidding me? That scene. He was doing the thing with the face.
He was trying to
He's trying to
mind
get the
rape
map.
her to get the info out of her.
Wow, mind rape. Wow. Getting the map out of her, and she was like resisting or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
he had that 30-second face off. and they
Super
were, like,
stare
they
down.
were just- stare down. Yeah, good one, right? And he said something to her that caught my attention. He said he was just doing it, and she was like looking at him, whatever. And he was like, "Don't worry, I feel it too." What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out. There's a few things that in the movie where they just kind of left it there, and you're like, now I have to think.
I know,
Gee,
and now I have
thanks.
to wait a year and a half for the next one. And then Luke Skywalker shows up at the end for 35 seconds.
35
and doesn't
blurry
say a
seconds.
goddamn word.
The suspense, it hurt.
Oh my god.
Let's watch 5 minutes of bitches climbing upstairs, and now 35 seconds of Luke Skywalker who doesn't say anything. Goodbye.
Did you not
Movie
say
on.
anything in the
He
entire
does.
movie?
Credit
he
rolls.
shows up at the end. The whole movie is searching for Luke
Yeah,
Skywalker.
no, I know. To give him his lightsaber.
Yeah, and it's all searching for Luke Skywalker. And so Rey, the main character, she has his lightsaber, and they find the map, they find him, she climbs up the stairs at the end, and hands him the lightsaber. She's standing 10 feet away from him, and she's looks like she's about to cry or whatever. And he turns around, he takes off his hood, and he just stares at her
Credit
for
roll.
30 seconds. Credits roll.
So maybe he is a Sith Lord.
No.
No, he's
How,
not.
how do you know
That theory got flushed out of the water.
Yeah, shut up, Sky.
Shut up, Sky. Go home. Go home. You're
You don't know
drunk.
anything about Star Wars. Don't even talk. You can just leave the podcast now. Oh man, Star Wars is so good though. You want to talk about EU?
No. First of all, I always loved Luke's when Luke first got his lightsaber, and Obi-Wan was giving it to him. Your father wanted you to have this. He only slaughtered hundreds of young Padawan with it. I think it's right in your hands. I hope you slaughtered children with it.
Did you?
Yeah, remember Anakin slaughtered.
No, I mean, did Luke?
No,
No?
I was just
Okay.
making fun of that. Obi-Wan was remembering Anakin as the best guy ever before Sith Lord, but just giving it to Luke all nonchalantly without mentioning the fact that it was used to slaughter the innocent with it.
And he also didn't tell him how to use it, because if he pointed it at Obi-Wan's head, he could have
oh, I know, boom, done.
that would be
KO.
the quickest movie ever. 20
The
minutes. Oh shit, Ben! Ben!
Oh, he's gonna die anyway, so
Yeah.
gotta just jump in the movie ahead a little
Well, yeah, but then how do you train him? You'd be on
He
his
probably would
plane.
still come
bit.
back
I'm
as
sure
a
there's
ghost.
YouTube. I mean, we're
There's always YouTube.
it's a galaxy far, far
Jedi
away.
How to
Holocrons.
use Force powers 101. First of all,
Yeah, look like you're constipated with your arm out.
You have to
No,
find a
nothing
little
moved.
green Muppet to bring you out into the forest.
Step 1, find a green Muppet. Step 2, get lost in the wilderness. Step 3, fight evil and stuff. Okay, thanks.
And
If
stuff.
you found Kermit, you
Okay,
found the wrong Muppet.
thanks. If you found Kermit, you've gone too far.
If you found Miss Piggy, run. Slay it, that is your challenge.
So who do you think Rey's parents are?
Oh, man, I have that is the one of the mysteries. I felt like her parents are significant to the story, but at the same time I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be significant to the story.
I'm sure they are. So, because I've heard a bunch of theories. Obviously, I've heard the obvious ones, Kylo Ren's her brother, and Han was her dad, and Leia was her mom. And then one of them was she was Obi-Wan's daughter, but that doesn't make any sense.
That would be weird.
She would be much older than she is now. So that doesn't fit. And then that she's
sexy.
Yeah, she is. Thank you. I forgot. But my boss at work actually said that he thinks that Captain Phasma is her mom.
Really?
And, like, that would be so unexpected.
Okay, what do you think of Captain Phasma, anyway?
I think she was fucking useless.
I don't understand what purpose she served in the movie.
She turned off the shields.
Oh, yeah. You know, I thought it was
thrown in the
dumb.
trash
She's like, she is created as this super badass captain.
Yep.
And they just put a gun in her face, and they're like, do this thing that'll totally wreck this station. It's like, okay. Okay.
You're making a big mistake. That's literally, like, she was like, don't do it again or we'll come get you. That was basically it.
Next time, I'll slap you, but I'll do it this time. Yeah, I felt like her character was useless, and...
If they don't do anything, like, with her in the next movie, like why is she there?
I really like how they at least personalized the soldiers this time.
Oh, yeah, like, right at the beginning, too, eh?
It felt personalized. You could see their humanity for once,
Mm-hmm.
instead of them being viewed as just ruthless soldiers.
Yeah.
There's some humanity for once.
Do you know about the book Before the Awakening?
No.
Okay, it's a book, and it just goes over Finn, Rey, and Poe Dameron's stories before the Awakening.
Okay.
Before Star Wars Episode 7. And they're obviously, like, all separated, and they all have their own stories. So Finn, he wasn't Finn when before Poe gave him the name or whatever, but it was explaining, like, all the stuff that went down with the First Order. So they were in squads of 4. So it was him and 3 other dudes. And I think that they confirmed that one of the guys in his squad, they gave him a nickname Slip. He was the guy who died at the beginning.
Oh.
And he, like, put the blood on his face.
Oh.
And that was one of the things that made him, like, not want to fight for the First Order anymore.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was Captain Phasma ordering them to, like, kill all the villagers. And then he was like, nah, fuck this shit. And then he's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And then he did.
Alright, so what about the expanded universe?
Expanded universe.
Disney has...
You want to start off on that?
Disney
Yeah.
Disney wants to ignore it.
Star Wars has a very deep, complex, expanded universe. One that we've explored multiple times on this podcast. Take it away.
First of all, Disney doesn't want to even recognize all that material.
Disney can suck my taint.
Can they?
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse?
Your taint.
I don't care if they non-canonized it. It was canon at one point. I'm going to read it all. I've already started reading the comics.
I want to read the comics. I want to review a lot of the animation stuff that they did, like a lot of short animations, small series that they did.
I want to do none of those things.
I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I read the novels.
Yeah, I already read them Before the Awakening, and I also bought 2 other novels. They're called The New Jedi Order. This one's definitely not canon anymore because it's 21 years after Return of the Jedi.
Not canon as shit, then.
Yeah, but I already bought 2 of them. So
I think that's why Disney's like, expanded universe is not canon, so we can make our movie.
Yeah, basically. But I don't know why they non-canonized, like, the stuff that happened before the movies. Because they're not going to make prequels. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Because, like, there was shit that happened, like, in the Old Republic.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a whole other story with that.
That stuff's amazing, too.
Oh, I love that shit. Like,
yeah.
You know the video game Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah.
1 and 2, and the other one, the MMO that they made?
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing number 2, like, nonstop. And there's so much stuff with, like, Darth Revan, Darth Malak, and, like a bunch of other Sith Lords and shit. And, like, it gives so much more insight on the Sith and everything, like, than the movies ever could.
There are other Sith Lords.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Like, there's a bunch of Sith Lords. Like, there's one named Frieden Nad, Marka Ragnos. There's a lot. I sound like a really big nerd talking about it.
There's
You guys don't know what I'm
there's
saying.
this one Sith Lord who didn't even, like, use any of his Sith powers for, like, regular stuff. He just used all his Sith powers for, like, doing business.
Wait, did you just make that up, or is that...
No, seriously, there's one Sith Lord who just used all his Jedi powers for, like, just doing business.
Who, do you know?
Oh, I can't remember his name. I was reading about him and I was dying in laughter.
Oh, okay. That's fucking cool.
Link potentially below.
Link potentially below.
Potentially.
Oh.
Small chance I might actually find it and then post it.
Is it Darth Bane?
Maybe.
Because Darth Bane, he created the rule of twos. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not super familiar with Star Wars Expanded Universe.
I haven't read the books or whatever, but he was like the Sith Lord most famous for that. It was this one's actually pretty cool, and they mention it in the prequels. There can only be 2 Sith Lords at a time, or 2 Sith at a time.
Yeah.
One to be the master, to have the power, and the other, the apprentice, to crave the power.
Yeah.
And they mentioned that in the prequels after Darth Maul got chopped in half, and at Qui-Gon's funeral. Remember Mace Windu talking to Yoda?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, Yoda was like, always 2 they are, or some shit. And then Mace Windu was like, yes, but which one was killed, the master or the apprentice? Because the Emperor was the master and Darth Maul was the apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And so after Darth Maul died, he got Count Dooku under his wing. And then after Count Dooku died, he got Darth Vader under his wing.
Yep.
So always 2, which is fucking awesome.
How is Count Dooku? Count Dooku was the one with like the 6 lightsabers or whatever, right?
Nope, that's General Grievous, and it was 4 lightsabers. And
General
Grievous wasn't a Sith. He was just like a fucking
No, he was just
robot.
That's what I was
a
gonna say, he's a
warrior,
robot.
badass as shit,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
6 lightsabers.
I don't know.
I know you don't. That's why it's funny. But no, Count Dooku was like the old man. You know the guy. Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings?
Okay, I do know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
He's got like a curved lightsaber. Sorry, not Lord of the Rings. Star Wars. He's got a curved lightsaber.
No,
You
no
probably
shit.
wouldn't remember that.
I don't remember him having curved lightsaber, but I do know who you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay,
Yeah.
you're talking about the lightsaber with the curved hilt and stuff?
Yeah, Count Dooku.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
like the curved hilt, not the curved blade.
Yeah, the curved hilt.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I do know
hilt.
what you're talking about.
And
I
then,
don't remember a curved blade. That's like
No,
can't get your lightsaber all the way up.
there's a whole bunch of like weird lightsaber types in the Expanded Universe.
yeah, I know.
There's like this lightsaber whip. It's weird as
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Creepy
yeah, I
as
heard
fuck.
about that. Oh, all right. And have you watched Star Wars Rebels?
No, I haven't.
It's like the newish series that Disney Disney started when they.
Thanks,
took-
Disney.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm gonna watch it though.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I heard it's pretty good.
I'm still gonna watch it.
Thanks a lot, Disney, you fucking assholes. Where can I get it?
I hate you so much, Disney. Now tell me more about that new Star Wars series you're working on. I crave.
It's so cool that they made. I don't know if you'll know about this, but Kylo Ren's lightsaber is an unstable lightsaber.
Is it?
Yeah, like you know how like when he takes it out, it like there's like static going around. It?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I know
it's
what you're
like-
talking about.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's like that. And then in Star Wars Rebels, apparently somebody finds a lightsaber with a crossbar the same as Kylo Ren, but it's a stable one. So it's just like regular lightsaber.
Yeah, actually, that was one thing I liked, and one of the reasons why I do want to go more into understanding the Expanded Universe is because they talk about the fabrication of lightsabers
Mhm.
and how you're supposed to like do the meditation in like the crystal caves,
Yeah.
and like you'll figure out which crystal you want to use and the color, and then it's a really cool process.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about that, like just the creation of lightsabers and how they work.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because like they all have to have crystals, and like in the video games, like they add extra crystals. I think, like a power crystal that like gives you different like perks or whatever, and then a color crystal. So obviously it's like whatever color the lightsaber is, but yeah, it's like lightsabers fucking cool. Like even like on the inside and shit, like all the technology in it and all that stuff, it's fucking sick.
Alright.
And yeah, fucking Star Wars.
Are we
That's
done with
Expanded
Star Wars?
Sure.
Spoilers over. We
Spoilers
think.
over.
Okay.
You may now return to the rest of the video.
Han Solo's still dead.
He's still dead. Still dead. He hasn't stopped being dead yet.
Nope, still dead.
You know who is dead? David Bowie. Who else?
And that other dude.
Don't tell him.
I'm not gonna remember. So it doesn't matter.
There's
Okay.
3 people who are dead. Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead,
Yep.
David Bowie from
Yep.
David Bowie, and Alan Rickman from Alan Rickman.
If I could see that far, great.
Harry Potter had a great loss. You know, although seriously,
I've never watched Harry Potter,
Really?
any of them.
Okay. That's probably why you don't cry over Alan Rickman as much as you should. He looks
He's
great.
He's never watched, or he has almost never watched Star Wars. Well, he has now. I've never watched Harry Potter. What's your sin? What's your vice?
What's my vice?
Yeah.
Or anti-vice, I guess.
I guess it's more that I haven't finished majority of the video games I've ever played.
That's another segue.
Which brings us into tech. What's my vice?
No.
What are you looking at? You're looking at me.
I was looking at you because I love you. What?
Which brings me into the fact that over the holiday, I actually got my act together and finished 2 video games.
Hey!
It only took me a year and a half, but I finished Zelda: Link Between Worlds.
Is that for DS?
Fucking finally.
Yeah,
Man.
it was
Is it good?
DS. Yeah, it was a good time. It makes me sad that I only beat A Link to the Past like 70%.
Oh, Link Between Worlds was so good, man.
It was great.
It's the only game I've ever been able to beat 100% without dying.
My death count was 2.
Shit.
No, I swear to God.
My death count was 2.
No. Because when you die, they take away... The reason I didn't die is because when you die, they take away all your rented equipment. Like, throughout the game, you have to rent these things. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm not paying to rent these things again. So I'm going to rent them all, and I'm just not going to die. So I just didn't die.
That's fucked.
I died
you
twice.
Beat the whole game without dying?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sick. Give me that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm missing
Congratulate Sky in the comments, please.
I'm missing 7 pieces of heart. Like, I'm missing 1... I'm, like, 2 heart containers away from being full. I have 1 heart piece, so I'm 7 pieces away.
Okay.
Or, like, a whole heart and 3 pieces away.
They weren't as hidden as they have been in some games.
No, they weren't very hidden.
Ocarina of Time, they were so fucking hard.
I never found all the heart pieces.
It was funny. When I played Ocarina of Time, I did the first playthrough. This is when they released it on the 3DS. I, replayed it. I mean, I beat it on Nintendo 64. I beat it when it came out on GameCube as that disc. Anyway, I'm playing the 3DS version, and I got most of the hearts, like 75% of them. And then I played Master Quest, and I ended up getting like 80% of them. And I'm like, how did I find more in Master Quest than I did in regular Zelda? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Maybe because you're actually looking for the Master Quest.
I wasn't looking. I just play, right? Or maybe I just found new spots that I didn't find last time. I don't know.
Master Quest is the version of Ocarina of Time that's slightly harder. Like, there's different dungeons, different characters. On the 3DS version, it's flipped backwards.
They mirrored the game, and it throws you off. You think it's no big deal, but having the world flipped throws you off.
Which is funny, because I had never actually played normal Ocarina of Time. I'd always played Master Quest when I was a kid, because that's just what we had. So I hadn't actually played the original Legend of Zelda until I got it for the 3DS.
Wait, is it a whole separate game, or is it just a different, like...
It's a different version
It's a different version of it. It's the same game.
Oh, okay.
Same game.
No, but I mean, like, do you have to buy it separately, or is it, like, come with the game?
On the
Before, it was a separate game. For the GameCube version, it was included. And with the 3DS, it's also included.
You have to beat... And on the 3DS, you have to actually beat the game all the way through, and then you unlock it.
Oh, okay.
Just so the game had some replay value.
Which is why it's mirrored on the 3DS version. It's backwards, so it feels different.
So
it's not backwards in any other version.
So it doesn't feel like you're just replaying the same game again. Yeah. It was to add a little bit of challenge. It was totally worth it.
They should have done that with hero mode or whatever on A Link to the Link Between Worlds.
Oh yeah, they should have.
But they didn't.
It was funny. I remember when Twilight Princess came out. I got the GameCube version.
Yeah.
Because fuck the Wii version.
Fuck, I wish.
I have both versions. I actually have the Wii version and the GameCube version.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Fuck. I want to get the GameCube version. Where'd you get it?
When it came out from BB Games, whatever.
Fuck. I can't find it anywhere.
You can probably see it up on my shelf over there. But I played it. I played the GameCube version, and then my friend was asking me for help. I was like, oh yeah, Twilight Princess, I totally beat the shit out of that. So I go to their house.
Beat the shit out of it.
They turn on their console, and of course, I was playing mine in a Wii with my GameCube controller and stuff, because Wii, as far as I'm concerned, is a GameCube emulator and nothing else.
Pretty much.
So they fire up their Wii, they start the game, and suddenly I realize they're playing the Wii version, and I'm lost as fuck. I'm like, everything's backwards, my brain hurts. I'll just go over to this one town and, I'm going to the opposite direction. Fuckity fuck.
Oh, shit.
Right, because, I'm in Hyrule Square, so I'd walk off to the right, trying to go to Kakariko Village there, through the field and stuff.
Wait, you're talking about...
No, I'm going the opposite way. I'm going to, Lake Helia and shit, and I'm like, I'm lost as fuck.
That's crazy.
You're talking about Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess?
Twilight Princess.
I've only ever played the Wii version.
Yeah, me too, and it fucking blew.
I liked it.
Because of all this.
That's the exact reason why I bought the GameCube version. I was like, motion control is bullshit. I'll do it the right way. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
It wasn't so bad when you got used to it. It wasn't so bad.
You know what was amazing is the motion control that they put in the 3DS version. It was so subtle and amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you got the course control with the joystick, but the slightest tilt would also adjust it.
You could, like, aim your bow by actually doing this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The best part was you could actually turn it off, too.
Yeah, like that.
I'd have the problem. I would play the game in the morning on my way to school. You know, once upon a time when I was going to high school, and I had to ride the city bus. So I'd be playing, and I'm, like, aiming my bow, and suddenly the bus turns, and suddenly my character does, like, a full 90-degree turn. I'm like, really? Son of a...
Happen all the time.
That's fucking awesome.
So I turned it off because I played it only when I was riding the bus.
Man,
that was fucking awesome.
There you go.
I've only ever finished one Legend of Zelda game. Do you know which one it is?
Ocarina of Time?
No.
Twilight Princess?
No. I don't know if you'll be able to guess.
Oracle of Ages?
No.
Link's Awakening?
No.
Link to the Past.
No.
What system?
GameCube.
A Wind Waker?
Yeah.
Really?
I got the HD version. Oh my god, what a good time.
Dude, I fucking love that game. I like, even though it's cartoony, I actually like that it's cartoony.
I actually really enjoy the cell shading. I think it's far better.
It's fucking good. What?
I thought it was better than... Okay, I thought it was better than the amount of bloom they shat on with Twilight Princess.
I did not. I like Wind Waker better than Twilight Princess. But I prefer the gritty style of Link from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I still like the aesthetic of Ocarina of Time. Especially when they remade it and they kept that aesthetic still to the key. And it was really good. I thought with Twilight... I liked the aesthetic of Twilight. I think they could have done without the amount of bloom effect that they were using there.
What do you mean, like
how much light rays there were everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And it was so fucking dark. Like, it was, like, really dark and, like, not well done. Maybe that was just my shitty TV.
Maybe, I think that was your shitty TV. It wasn't that bad.
She's like, alright, calm the fuck down. Wasn't that bad.
I still really enjoy Wind Waker. Most people will complain that they hate the ocean and exploring it. To me, that was my favorite part.
Really?
Yeah.
I really didn't like being on the ocean, but I kind of cheated, and I looked on the internet of where the things that I needed most were, and
I was one of those guys who stopped playing the game at one point and just charted every single island.
I don't think I did that. I think I did almost all of them. And then I just like, fuck this, I want to beat this game. So I went and beat the game.
No, there's one thing I did hate was like going to the auction house at night and buying items. You had to do that stupid auction mini game.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the mini game was. What was it like?
You had to like try to drum them up, but you had to be careful because if you did too much, they'd get pissed off and go even higher. So you had to like play off the crowd while you were auctioning, essentially.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yep, it was a good time. The worst was like when you lost, and I lost the power sale one time, and I had to go back, redo that part of the minigame trying to get the power sale so I could sail wherever I wanted. What?
You're gonna hate me.
I don't know, Sky fucking pointed and I pointed.
I'm gonna hate you?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take an intermission.
Why?
Because I have to piss.
Alright, we'll be back right after this piss.
Why don't me and you just continue?
You wanna talk about something?
Sky is a piece of shit. Don't come back. How about that? Yeah, do us a favor and don't come back. Alright,
So, Wind Waker, probably the best... It's probably in my top 5 for Zelda games.
It's my favorite Zelda game.
I never played a lot of the handheld ones. I played the earlier handheld ones.
I didn't play any handheld.
I played like Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons and stuff.
I played that for like 10 seconds and then I got stuck and I couldn't find out what to do.
Oh, they were brutal at times
Literally.
for trying to figure out what you had to do.
Literally, I played it for like 10 seconds.
So yeah, I beat Awakening, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. So I beat all those ones. I did finish Cap. I never did Four Swords.
I haven't played any of these that you're saying right now.
It's okay.
Are they all for DS?
No, those were like Game Boy Color games. The one was a
okay.
Game Boy game.
I have a Game Boy
One was
Advance
Game Boy
SP.
Advance game. I didn't play most of the DS ones though. I thought they were really dumb. I played Phantom Hourglass because it looked like it was going to be very similar to Wind Waker with the ship.
Yeah, was it?
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
It was close enough. What I hated was you'd go beat a dungeon, go back to the main area, go deeper in this one dungeon, get a thing, go back, beat another dungeon, come back, go even deeper in this dungeon.
Oh, fuck, I hate that.
It was timed. It was brutal. There was this one puzzle in the game. I was stuck. And I don't like to look up like guides or anything when I'm playing a Zelda game because I want to like do the Zelda game myself.
Yeah.
I'm proud. So I'm stuck and I'm pissed off that I cannot solve this puzzle. There's this one puzzle where this map is on this wall and it tells you have to get the map off of the wall and onto your map. So I'm pissed off. I've spent like the last hour like even trying to like draw the map on my screen. There you go. You kick the power to the mic. You get a cookie.
Wait, did he unplug it?
No, it's good. I
No,
moved it
we're
back.
good.
It's good.
Oh, my ass is warm.
So I've tried for like maybe the last hour and a half, 2 hours, trying to figure out how to get the map off the wall onto like the map on my screen. I'm pissed off, so I close my DS and I toss the DS out of my bed and here, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm like, son of a.
Wait, what happened? What happened then?
You transferred the map off the wall onto the map on your screen by closing the DS, by pressing the map against the wall. So you're supposed to close your DS and open it.
Ocarina of Time?
No, this was Phantom Hourglass.
Oh, shit.
I was so mad. I'd spent 2 hours trying to figure out this puzzle, and I'd only gotten it because I gave up and closed my DS, put it to sleep so I could go to bed.
Why didn't you Google it?
No,
He told me that he
I was
doesn't
hell bent
like
and
to do
determined. I have a pride when I play Zelda games that I can solve everything myself.
that. I really want to get a Nintendo DS, like for shizzle.
I have a DSi I can lend you if you want it.
DSi? Is that the one that's like just like flat?
Yeah.
That's the 2DS.
No,
Okay.
the DSi.
I don't like those ones.
So they made the DS Lite, and then the DSi, which was some pimped version of the DS. They got rid of the GBA cartridge, unfortunately. It was supposed to just do DS games. It had a camera on it that was actually pretty decent. It had like an app store. It was pretty much just meant to be a more advanced DS. It actually had a better processor than the DS, so there was a few DSi enhanced games, a couple Pokemon games that were DSi enhanced, where they had better graphics if you played on the DSi. But for the most part, it was a gimmicky piece of shit that I regretted purchasing.
Alright, so which one would you recommend if I wanted to buy one?
The DS only plays like DS games. You want the 3DS. You want to play like the 3D newer games, right?
Okay, if you
Like
wanted to,
Ocarina of Time
if you
and
wanted to
stuff
play
like that.
DS
I guess,
games,
yeah.
I would recommend getting the DS Lite and then buying yourself an Ace card and then using that thing as an emulator and just playing DS games, GBA games, Game Boy Color games.
What an Ace card is it's like a cartridge. Like I can show you sometimes if I
Yeah,
have one.
it's a flash card and you can just put games and software onto it and it runs it off the DS.
It's a DS cartridge that has a micro SD slot on the top. And you just load ROMs onto it, so you can load all the games from the DS library onto it.
Oh, okay.
And you play them all for free.
Unfortunately, the DSi, you used to be able to do it to it, and then I made the mistake of doing a system update without checking first,
Lol.
and they never fixed the cart for that version of the update, and I could never use that flash cart on my DSi ever again.
Well, fuck.
It became useless.
Oh yeah, because we both got one at the same time.
Yeah, because I bought one for me, and then I ordered one for you.
Mhm.
And I think I ended up ordering a few of them on a whole bunch of different occasions for all different people. It was really good. It was totally worth it. It was good for playing like old games. Cause like it's hard to get like a GBA, the Game Boy Color games. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna buy an original like cartridge. Nobody makes money from that. The only person who makes money is the guy who runs EB Games, not Nintendo.
Yeah.
It doesn't go to the producer.
You guys know Retro Replay?
Yeah.
On Ainsley Street?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna bleep that out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You
Um,
already know where we live.
yeah. You fucking...
I'm tracing your IP right now. The police will be there in an hour. You filthy pedophile.
I don't know what this is. Audience, I'm
What?
as lost as you are.
What's happening?
There's people saying that they can like find you online when you say stuff,
Oh, yeah. They're-
and they'll start spewing stuff about your IP address being spewed, and they'll start insulting you. And
Is that a telescript? Are you telescripting this?
Yes.
Full-on teleplay on how you thought this moment would play out.
Yeah.
And the scary
So
thing
anyway,
was,
retro
that was
replay.
pretty freaking close. You weren't at all. Anyways, fucking
Jake and Amir.
Jake and Amir, look at our culture. Retro replay. They have, they always have like a pretty good looking condition used DSs.
Yeah.
But there's so many different kinds now.
I recommend the DS Lite.
That I don't know which one to go with. What is the DS Lite?
DS Lite is a normal DS. You want a 3DS because you want to play the newer games.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
if
so.
you-
Yeah.
Wait. Can I play like older DS games on a 3DS?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
If you
Can
want,
I play Game Boy Advance games on it?
No, you need a regular. You need the DS or the DS Lite to do that, but not the DSi. It doesn't have a cartridge slot.
Do I need a like the thing that you were talking about, like an emulator or whatever, to play the DS games on the 3DS?
No.
No,
Okay.
you can just play DS games.
Because
on
I
3DS.
still have my Game Boy Advance SP.
Okay,
Oh,
then
so,
you're good.
so you're good. So you just
I
get a
don't
3DS
Yeah. So
or
I
a
could,
2DS.
I could do that.
You'll probably get the 2DS. It's much cheaper anyway.
What's the difference?
No 3D.
No 3D.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Is that the only difference?
And
Yeah,
it's flat.
Don't
like,
give a
it's-
fuck about
That's
the
why I
3D.
buy the 2DS.
It's
'Cause I can't
also
see it. It fucks with
more
my eyes.
durable.
Yeah.
It was meant for it was aimed for specifically for children, so it didn't have the 3D. It was built more durable. It was flat, so you didn't have to worry about them breaking the hinge. It was a child-proofed 3DS essentially.
Except my screen just went one night while it was on the floor. It was on the floor and I didn't step on it or anything. The internal screen broke.
So weird.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked. You didn't step on it?
It was just sitting flat on the ground. I woke up, went to grab it to play a Link to Between Worlds.
Yep.
Because I was trying to rebeat it on Hero mode, and it's all shattered on the inside, like not the outside.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces.
Literally.
The worst part is I had downloaded all my games from the App Store.
Oh, and you could, if you remember this perfect pattern of input, you could do a system transfer.
Yeah, I had this piece of Saran wrap because I had a second 2DS, and I had this piece of Saran wrap where I had written down where all the buttons were to do a system transfer, and I overlaid it onto my other touchscreen because this touchscreen was still responsive. And I was trying to do a system transfer with my broken DS onto my new DS, but then it got to a point where I had to put in the Wi-Fi password. I had to reconnect it to my sister's Wi-Fi.
Oh, you could do it if you got the keyboard layout as well. And
I did
Great.
do it.
did you actually do it?
I got it connected to the internet because it made the connection. I heard the sound where it had connected to the internet.
Then it probably asked you to sign in on your Nintendo
Something
account.
happened and I couldn't do anything else and it wouldn't transfer, so I just gave up.
Was it worth it at that point to you?
No. And now I've lost my SD card, so I've lost all those games. I'll never be able to get them.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. That's like $100 of games that I've downloaded that are just gone. All my save file for Bravely Default, which I had put 6 hours into.
How do you feel about Bravely Second coming out this year?
If I gotten to finish Bravely Default, I'd be stoked.
I think you'd still be stoked anyway. You really love that game.
Oh, it was so good.
I don't know what either of those games are.
It's like an old school Final Fantasy-esque game. It's like an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG where you get to unlock classes and.
It was a really good Final Fantasy game.
Really good.
Well, not
Oh, it was a Final Fantasy game?
Sort of.
It was made by Square Enix and has an amazing Final Fantasy feel. It's not a Final Fantasy game, but it
might
is
as well
at
be.
its heart a Final Fantasy game.
It might as well be a Final Fantasy game. It plays like a Final Fantasy game.
It's to the point where it might as well be a Final Fantasy game.
Excuse me, fuck.
Anybody have fun work stories for the audience? I have one. Just one. Anybody else? Okay.
Tell it.
So,
I'll tell us
because
all
it's after the holidays, as a restaurant, we're very slow because everyone found their credit card debt in their mailbox. So, we're very slow, and so what do you do in our kitchen when it's slow? You clean
Masturbate.
religiously.
Clean religiously.
You clean religiously after you masturbate, of course. So, we're cleaning out the fridge,
Oh God.
and
Why, oh god?
I've seen that kitchen.
because the chef,
Oh.
so our chef says, listen, you be really careful when you're cleaning out the fridge because all the shelves are made out of glass.
Oh, shit.
They're all glass shelves, right? It's pretty much a home fridge that we're using. So, the line cook there, he goes and he's cleaned all the shelves, and finally he has to do this, the final bottom shelf. So he goes and he wipes it off in the fridge, and he walks away and gets all the soap ready. moves shit out of the way in my station. So then he goes back to the fridge, pulls out the big glass pane out. It's like this thick, probably like this. And he sets it over in the dish pit. And I'm at the other side of the dish pit there, and I'm just like, drying dishes. And suddenly I hear the sound of like 1,000 marbles being dropped. And so what happened is he'd set it down, and it was still okay. And then he grabbed the water gun, the hot water gun, on the cold glass plate, sprays it, shatters into the million pieces.
Never take a science class ever like this.
So yeah, this piece of tempered glass just went into thermal shock, and then boom, gone.
That sounds scary.
I spent 30 minutes scraping this 1.5 liters worth of glass out of the sink.
1.5 liters.
It
Why
was in
the
the
fuck
sink.
did this idiot do it himself?
What?
Didn't want to break anything else.
No, because he was so
like,
defeated. I thought I would do him a favor of cleaning the sink out for him.
How did your boss react to that?
He was just like lost for words. Surprisingly he wasn't even that pissed. I think he was laughing more than anything. We were all. I couldn't look at my coworker for the rest of the night without smiling at him. He's like, "Stop smiling at me, you son of a bitch! I know what you're thinking about." Because the time I'd look at, I just, because the moment he did it, he was like, he just leaned over the sink, like his head and his face in his hands, in pure defeat as to what just happened.
Did he understand why that happened?
I think afterwards he realized his error.
Okay, because if he doesn't, you need to smack that person.
I felt bad for him because, like, you wouldn't even think about it. I'd say he's an idiot, but you wouldn't think about it, right?
Yeah, I would. I would not spray it with a brush. Even if it hadn't been cold, I wouldn't have hit it with the hose. I would have just sponge washed it. I mean, you sponge wash everything else.
That was the thing.
I probably would have done it too.
Yeah.
Like, he'd, like, washed it in the fridge with, like, the hot cloth and stuff. But, that's still just warm to the touch, like you are. And he takes it over, brings it to the station. Boom! Gone.
That's fucking awesome. Did it look cool?
No.
You just heard it, right?
It was disappointing. It was just, like, it was there, and suddenly just everything falls.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
You just see this thing suddenly, like, everything goes to, like, glass pieces like this big. This huge sheet, and it just...
That's fucking cool.
It was like listening to, like, 1,000 marbles hit a sheet of steel. It was great.
That's sick. Except for the part that you had to clean it up.
I cleaned it up for him because I thought he had went through enough. He looked so, like, broken about it. It was funny afterwards. He's like, "So, what should I clean up now?" And he's like, "Not a thing. I don't want to break anything else tonight. You're banned. You're banned from cleaning for the week. I can't even trust you with that task. Don't even touch the mop. I don't want to see what happens to the floor."
You want to talk about editing magic?
Yeah. Well,
You said there's a thing that you...
Yeah, we'll talk about this, and then we're probably going to wrap up. So, the magic of editing allows you to do wonderful things. One of such is allowing us to use this burp from one show as...
Alpha's burp.
Alpha's burp as a method of bleeping, which you probably just heard a second ago. But it's even better because I discovered I could change the pitch of his burp and make musical notes out of it. And in the last vlog, which you've probably watched at this point, we used it in a few places to do bleeping, and it just became really fun for me to make all the musical notes of his burp. And someone farted on camera, and it was triumphant. And then I also did the same thing. I made a musical note series of farts that was on the show.
Nobody farted.
No, it was the most triumphant part. If you're looking for the triumphant part, it doesn't exist in the show. I'll put it right here, and so you can laugh at it. Maybe in several other keys.
what it turns out is the sound was actually we were listening to the audio because we were editing the video. It happens every week, And what the sound actually was my phone moving across the table. But since my phone has
itself.
a rubber case, it sounded like a big farting noise.
You just heard the phone just as it slid across the table.
But as we were listening to this, that's like a really non-obvious movement. Like, me moving my phone wasn't something we saw. So all we hear is this large, cartoony fart sound,
And then
decides to turn.
Alpha,
Jesus.
suddenly, at the exact moment it happens, he just turns and stares at the camera.
So
I didn't know it was happening. I didn't know. I just decided to look at the camera.
So the first time ever, we're actually going to cut and show you that moment.
We'll cut to that part of the video where he does it, and we are convinced. You can see his hand clearly reaching down and pulling the phone at the exact moment it happens. But we were convinced the first time we saw it, it was Alpha nonchalantly letting out the biggest fart he could and not breaking composure. We were convinced you just pulled off the most composed fart on the show.
So here we go.
Let's just give it's because I look Mexican.
I thought you guys are all waiting as if, like,
we have to wait for it to happen.
All right.
I don't know what to do.
And so with that, guys, I'd just like to say, keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
It's been a good show.
Yeah. Keep on keeping on, guys.
And?
Well, we'll see you next month. Yes. So, see you next month.
See you next month.